Today we are going to start the neurological disorders. As you know, all these neurological disorders belong to the head. So first of all, we take the topic headache. The definition of headache, cephalgia it is called, and it is the most common disorder of the human beings. Headache is a symptom rather than a disease. Many people think that headache is a disease, but no, it is not a disease. It is the result of some disease. For example, tumor in the head causes headache. Now we'll see types of headache. There are two types of headache as following. Number one, primary headache, and number two is secondary headache. What is this primary headache? It is headache without any organic cause, such as migraine, tension, and cluster headache. That means there is no disease behind it. It just occurs in a person. Then number two is the secondary headache. It is a symptom associated with organic cause. For example, brain tumor, cerebral aneurysm, subarachnoid hemorrhage, stroke, severe hypertension, meningitis, head injuries, etc. So first is migraine, as you have seen. Migraine is caused by constriction and then dilatation of the cerebral arteries, characterized by periodic and recurrent attacks of severe headache. It is most common among women, and the incidence is highest between the age of 20 to 35 years. It has strong hereditary tendency also. It is accompanied by nausea and sensitivity to nausea, light, and sound. Now let's see the pathophysiology. The pathophysiology of migraine, the cerebral signs and symptoms of migraine result from dysfunction of the brainstem pathways, abnormal metabolism of serotonin, a vasoactive neurotransmitter found in platelets and cells of the brain, which play a major role. Serotonin causes vasodilatation of cerebral vessels. However, migraines are more than just vascular headache. Migraine can be triggered by menstrual cycle, bright lights, stress, depression, lack of sleep, fatigue, overuse of certain medications, certain foods containing triamines monosodium glutamates, nitrates, or milk products. Oral contraceptives also may increase the severity of headache in women. The causes of migraine are stress, anxiety, depression, excitement, and shock. Low blood sugar and jet lag also can cause it. Poor posture, fatigue, lack of sleep, etc. are the causes of migraine. The period of migraine is from 4 to 72 hours. Signs of migraine. Signs of migraine are the intense throbbing pain. Sometimes the person feels as though somebody has taken a hammer and beating the head. Sensitivity to light and sound, occasional nausea and vomiting. There are phases of migraine. Number one is prodromal phase, number two is aura, and number three is headache and postdrome. Prodrome phase, it can be anywhere between 12 to 24 hours. This includes constipation or diarrhea, food cravings. For example, person may like to have chocolates and spicy food. Irritability, confusion, restlessness, difficulty in concentration, neck stiffness, uncontrolled yawning, urination is increased, fatigue, depression, or euphoria. Euphoria means excessive happiness. Now the second phase starts, that is called aura. Aura can last for 5 to 60 minutes. It is a mysterious phase. No researchers can find out what is the reason behind it. Visual symptoms are most common in this phase. Spots and flashes of light can be seen. The person may even lose the vision. Shimmering spots or stars can be seen. Numbness or tingling can be there in arms, legs, and face. Speech problems can occur. And lastly, it is confusion. Then the third phase is headache and postdrome. In postdrome, there is sensitivity to light, sound, and smell. Drainage of energy. The person feels as though no energy is left and they are not able to do anything. Person may feel very happy and may be still foggy and confused. Other types of headache we'll see. Other types of headache are tension headache, cluster headache, and cranial artery headache. Tension headache, it is characterized by steady, constant feelings of pressure that usually begins in forehead, temple, or back of the neck. It is associated with stress. Then cluster headache. Cluster headache is unilateral with excruciating pain localized to the eye and orbit, radiating to the facial and temporal regions. The pain is for 30 to 90 minutes. The headache is described as penetrating and steady. It is due to the release of histamine resulting vasodilatation, and it is most commonly occurring in men. So in cluster headache we have seen that most excruciating pain occurs as though somebody is penetrating something very sharp in the head. The eye orbit may have the pain, and this pain radiates to the facial and temporal region. And most important thing is that histamine is released, resulting in vasodilatation. Cranial nerve headache is the fourth type of headache, which begins with general manifestations such as fatigue, malaise, weight loss, and fever. Sometimes swollen and tender temporal arteries can be seen on the forehead. Visual disturbances may be associated. Now, how to prevent these headaches? There are certain medicines for the prevention of migraine, such as beta blocker agents like propranolol, which is called Inderal also, metoprolol, amitriptyline, flunarizine, and several serotonin antagonists, etc. So we can see that these medicines can be used for the prevention of migraine. Otherwise, for simple headache, one can take the crocin or amino NSAIDs, etc. Then the therapy of headache, number 1 is methysergide maleate to prevent the attacks. But this medicine should not be continued for more than 6 to 12 months continuously, and it should be omitted in between and then it is resumed. The caffeine helps to relieve headache. Then beta blockers such as propranolol, HCl, which is known as Inderol, avoid stressful situations, establish routine exercise and rest, and dietary precautions should be taken. Nursing care. The nursing care in that a nurse should take the history to identify situations that may precipitate attacks. Detailed description of aura and pain should be noted. Assist the client in identifying situations that seem to precipitate the attack. Modifications of lifestyle and development of insight should be advised to the patient. Provide a dark and quiet environment when migraine begins. Care for nausea. Administer the antiemetic drugs if they are prescribed by the doctor. Assist with mouth care. Due to nausea and vomiting, person may have the bad smell from the mouth. Explain medications and their side effects to the patient and patient's relatives. So this is all about migraine. So let's see the summary of the headache. Headache definition, it is also known as neuralgia. And types of headache, there are mainly two types of headache. Number one, primary headache. Number two, secondary headache. Primary headache is the one which occurs without any known cause. Secondary headache is the symptom, but it occurs due to some cause behind it. For example, tumor, aneurysm, and subarachnoid hemorrhage, etc. Now in headache, the most severe headache is migraine. It is caused by constriction and then dilatation of the cerebral arteries, characterized by periodic and recurrent attacks. When we see the pathophysiology, it is mainly the constriction and dilatation of the blood vessels in the brain. Trigger points can be hormonal changes, for example, menstrual cycle. It can be due to drugs, for example, contraceptives, oral contraceptives which women take, and it can be due to blood sugar, low blood sugar, and jet lag. Then poor posture of the patient. It can last for 4 to 12 hours. Then we have seen the phases of migraine. There are 3 phases in migraine. Number 1 is the pre-drome phase, 2 aura, and 3 is headache and post-drome. Then we have seen the other types of headache, for example, tension headache, cluster headache, and cranial artery headache. We have seen the prevention, therapy, and nursing care. So that's all about the headache. And now I thank you for listening so patiently.